So, like, last year I did my top five things that I liked and top five things that I thought sucked. And it was like, I don't know, it was really stressful on me. So, this year I decided to do one. The one thing. The one thing that I thought was great, okay? Now, I'm going to do one thing from television and one thing from cinema. If you haven't figured it out yet, the one thing from television is One Piece. One Piece. One Piece. It was amazing. It was great from start to finish. I uh, I loved it. I thought it was great. I couldn't watch it enough. I probably watched the live action more than I should have. But the live action was so good that I went back and watched the anime, and I'm going to watch all the anime eventually. I don't know if I'm going to live that long, but I hope I do. I hope I live long enough to find out what the fuck the One Piece is. Jesus, what is the One Piece? Is it friendship? Is it family? That would be fucking super lame. But I'd be okay with it. Yeah, so One Piece was great from start to finish. It was excellent. I had a great time watching all of it. There was a couple episodes in the middle that I was like, let's speed this up a little bit, shall we? But I really, really liked One Piece. So, One Piece, that is the best television that came out in 2023, okay? Now, for the best film that came out in 2023, and I don't think that it is a mistake or that it's like, I don't know, an anomaly that both of these things came from Japanese people, okay? I think that the Japanese people understand how to tell stories a lot better nowadays than the Americans do, okay? Because the Japanese realize, like, hey, let's not freaking bury ourselves in a message. Let's go ahead and tell a story that's actually good. So, that being said, the number one movie that I saw in theaters this year, okay, all right, plot twist, there's two, but one of them came out this year, and that's Godzilla Minus One. Bro, it is so good. Like, I cannot overstate how good the Godzilla Minus One is. Like, from start to finish, it's a great movie. It has so much to say about everything. It's just, it's fantastic. Like, if you haven't seen it yet, you really should go out and see it. If you don't like monster movies, go ahead and see it because it's not your stereotypical monster movie, right? Like, it has way, way much more to do with the humans of that story. Like, it's very much, I don't know, like it's a old school, like late 70s, early 80s movie, and they definitely do a whole bunch of stuff to like remind you of that. Like they definitely use the Jaws stereotype, for example. There's a couple scenes that are 100% stolen from Jaws, and it's great. Like, I cannot wait until I purchase that movie and I can watch it all the time because I freaking loved it. Also, I should probably tell you that I was born near San Francisco. I was born in Santa Cruz, and I grew up watching Godzilla. I watched Godzilla, I watched Ultraman. I moved to the East Coast when I was a kid, and I was super mad because I found out that we don't get to watch Godzilla and Ultraman on the East Coast because we don't have a huge Asian culture here. I mean, we didn't when I first showed up. I mean, it's changed like since then. But yeah, so I was very mad. But yeah, so as somebody who grew up watching Godzilla at a very young age, like I was so happy to watch Godzilla minus one and to see everything about it. Like it's fantastic. Like if you haven't seen it, you're doing yourself a disservice. You should really watch Godzilla minus one. Again, it doesn't have anything to do with if you like monster movies or not. Like, just watch Godzilla minus one. It's great. Now, the other movie that I saw in theaters in 2023 that is the best, and yeah, go ahead and at me, because it's Old Boy. Yep, Old Boy. Directed by Chan Wook Park, came out of Korea in the year 2003, but they re-released it in 2023. And I tracked it down and I went out of my way to watch Old Boy in theaters. And I'm here to tell you that if you can see Old Boy in theaters, you will have the best of times. It is, without a doubt, one of my top 5 movies of all time. All time. All time. Okay? It is fantastic. So, rounding it all up, the best television from 2023 is One Piece. If you haven't watched it, you're a fucking idiot. Yeah. And then the best cinema that come out during 2023 is Godzilla minus one. Again, if you haven't seen it and you didn't watch it, you're a fucking moron. And you should probably, I don't know, check yourself and do your best to watch it, right? And again, Old Boy. It is so good. Odaisu. So good. Like the beginning to the beginning. And if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. From the beginning to the beginning is some of the best cinema that has ever been created. The rest of the movie is also great. So, best thing that came out from television in 2023, One Piece. Best cinema that came out, film, in 2023, Godzilla minus one. Best thing I ever saw in the cinema in 2023, Old Boy. It came out in 2003, but I got to see it again in 2023, and it's still fucking awesome. Okay? So if you haven't watched any of these 3 things, you need to check yourself, homie. You need to understand that you don't, I don't know. Go watch them, okay? One Piece, live action, like start to finish, it's great. Couple of episodes in the middle I wasn't a huge fan of, but I know that's just me. Godzilla minus one, start to finish, it's great. And Old Boy, one of the best things I've ever seen. Ever! So, do yourself a favor. Go back. Watch One Piece from start to finish, the live action. I mean, I don't know how much time you got left in your life, but if you got enough, maybe go back and watch the anime from start to finish. I'm going to try, but I don't know how much time I got left, homie. And, but also, Godzilla minus one. It's only 2-3 hours. You probably have that much time left in your life. So, you could probably watch it and survive. And it's great. And then, Old Boy. The Korean version. Not the American version, okay? Chan Wook Park, not Spike Lee. Was it Spike Lee that did that abomination? Anyway, yeah, so Chan Wook Park, 2003 Old Boy. Watch it. One Piece, Netflix. Watch it. And yeah, if you got enough time, maybe try to watch the anime. But Jesus Christ, 1,000 and some odd freaking, yeah, you might not have that much time. So yeah, I don't know. But and then Godzilla -1. You can pull that off. It's only 2 hours, and it's great. And yeah, so the number one thing in television, One Piece. The number one thing in cinema, Godzilla -1. Number two thing in cinema, Old Boy. But yeah, that was probably the number one thing. Anyway, whatever. Peace, y'all. I love y'all. And I will see y'all soon.